Hello and welcome to Tvaritam.AI. In this video, we are going to understand how we can implement a deep learning model in our platform. So once you are done with all the data pre-processing steps, we move to the model selection tab. And here in the model architecture selection, we can decide the model we are going to train. So this time we will go with neural network and I will decide regression as my problem type because I'm trying to predict a continuous variable here. When I click on apply, we run the data validation and now we will do the sampling. So we'll get random sampling and we will do a 80, 10, 10 split and we'll do a mini batch for 128. So if you want to understand more about sampling strategies, what should be the split percentage, you can refer to the info section for a quick overview. You can also go through the user guides and the specific videos on the same. Now when I click on apply, it asks me to create architecture and you can create multiple architectures. So we can create 3-4 architectures and we can also compare the performance in case we want to see what type of model is performing better. Here I have 25,000 rows of data and I will do it with a single architecture which can give me good performance. But if you want to compare, you can add more architectures and see what works best for your use case. Now for hidden units count, I will go with 32 and I can add one more hidden layer, but it can make it prone to overfitting. So I will go with one hidden layer here and I will play safe. If I see that, okay, the model is underfitting, maybe I can increase the hidden layer if needed. Activation function, we'll keep ReLU, weight initialization, we'll keep as hey. And for output layer, linear is what our activation function would be because we are predicting a continuous value, and weight initialization for linear we will keep Xavier. Now I'll click on apply. I will choose mean square error as my loss function. I will not do regularization right now, but if I see that okay there is some overfitting, then I can come back, apply and see how the performance changes. Right now I'll just move forward, and optimization for neural network Adam is the default choice we usually go with, but you can also experiment with the gradient descent or gradient descent with momentum. Here we will go with 0.9 and 0.999 as our values for beta 1 and beta 2, and decay also for this example I'll skip. Iteration count will keep for some flexibility. Let us keep 10,000 as the maximum iteration, but it will not go close to that. We will use early stopping so we can converge faster, and we will keep that as 50. Now we'll click on apply. We'll show both training and cross validation loss so we can keep track of what is happening, and that would be displayed as you know in the log section. Now when we start training, it will just do a quick validation in the background and then it will start the training process. So you can see we have started training for architecture 1, and if we have multiple architecture, then it will train one, then the other, then the other. When it also shows using Adam optimization with learning rate, so you can keep a track of what model is being trained right now. Okay, now that training is complete, we can have a look and we can see that the model has been trained. We can see the training loss and the CV data loss, and here we can see that all the hyperparameters are displayed. So you can download this as a CSV file. You can also download a complete model report with all the pre-processing steps, hyperparameters and everything in case you want to replicate or you want to audit your model. And you can also save the model and use it for prediction. And if you want to understand how to do this more, how to import a model, how to make real-time predictions, you can go through the similar video and you will understand all in details. So this was about how you can train a neural network using Tvaritam. Thank you.